Alright, hey family, we're doing Passover, so I'm cutting up apples, okay? I'm gonna cut up some apples. So we just did Passover Easter, but if we didn't do a full Passover meal, so tonight is called second Passover. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing. Now this is called chair set that I'm making. Make sure there's no dog hair on it. Yeah. So what I do is I cut the apples really tiny. And I just have one, all I need is one apple because it's simple, so we're going to use one plate. We're going to walk through it, me and Justin. And we got to get this done before sundown, which is approaching. But, okay, so I don't have a lamp shank, but this is called the chair set, which is apple. The apple is mixed with cinnamon, like a paste. It's going to be kind of like a paste, too. So, does it look good? Now, I'm going to show you guys how to do this. So that, and look, I'm going to show you how simple it is. Okay, so you should just do this every year at Passover. And there's different times and seasons for Passover. So you got to do research and research every year. For example, Passover this year was not on Easter, okay? That was called Yeshua's Passover, okay? There's Passover, there's Easter, which is Yeshua's Passover, okay? Which fell under the real Passover originally. So Passover was actually on Palm Sunday. This year, but then we did Easter. That's why I said to keep Holy Week in general. We're going to keep Holy Week. Alright. When you keep Holy Week, you won't miss Passover. Now, let's see. I'm going to now that's a lot of apples. Little slices. I'm going to put some in a container. I'll put that in a container. Here's my containers. Justin, where's my new containers?
Put them in that drawer over there somewhere, I think.
Oh, got it. Okay, so this is cool. So I got these. These are super cute. I got these at the dollar store. They have really cute stuff. And it's all reusable. Stunk. Yeah, it's like the Dolly Parton brand, and they have it at, it's cute. I'm just going to take some of these, like half of these off the plate. Alright, I'm going to save these, and try to put all the fruits. And I have a small little thing, so that's one thing. And okay, now I don't have any peanuts or anything, I don't think, but yeah, so I just put a little cinnamon, and it's kind of like, so put a little cinnamon on the apples. See, now that's one part of the plate, right there. See? Cute. And then we're going to get, next we have like a matzah crackers. You have to get the par for Passover, which means that it's been blessed by Rabbi. There's two different kinds, you know, so they have Shiloh Day matzah and they have Passover matzah. There's your two. Okay. And you can make your own matzah if you're brave. So we have it. So we're gonna have these. We're probably gonna put like a small stack. And then on the side, because this is a small plate, so Okay, so next you use romaine lettuce, which is the kind of like a bitter herb, because Passover, and Passover is a day of rest, so we rest at Passover, and you lean on the left side during Passover. So what we're gonna do, because it's like we're finally safe. That's what, like, you know. So it's like we're safe. We're gonna make it safe. And so we're gonna use some romaine. It's a part of the bitter herb. We put that there. I just put a small piece, Stassi, because it kind of like represents it. I'm probably gonna do 2, one for me and one for Justin. And maybe sanctify blessing. See, 2 little pieces. Alright. Now, you're supposed to have a lamb shank bone, just like one. Like, you don't really have to eat a lot of meat. You just have to have one that's set aside for the year, for like every year. Some people do not eat lamb at all on Passover, and some of them will do a lamb meal. The rule is you cannot have any lamb left over the next day, and you can't use lamb from the hip. Okay, and then this is parsley. For the bitter herb, and you dip it in salt water to represent the tears of the people and the angels. And you eat that. So I'm going to have 2 of those. And parsley is really good for getting heavy metals out of your body temple. Now I have 2 of those. And I don't have a lamb bone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use I'm going to use a holy object in representation of that instead. So I have my Palm Sunday. So I'm going to use that to represent that holy object. I'm going to cut the holy object in here. Like trim it. I'm just going to put that in place to represent that. And it's a good reminder, you know, that Palm Sunday was Passover, so just put that there. It's not for eating. And then what else is there? Oh, an egg. I'm going to use an egg. We're going to have an egg, and the egg goes right on the plate, and it has to be like a soft or hard-boiled egg, so you boil the egg, and so the egg goes right there on the plate. And then this is it. So there's the lamb bone, there's the egg, and I'm going to boil that. Then there's like a little, you know, spread for that. Then we have this, and this, and we have our matzah. And the matzah is eaten a certain way too. And since we are non-alcoholics, we got our Welch's sparkling grape juice, and so some of them do the Kedem grape juice, which is and this is Welch's. So, but we're gonna pray over it, bless it just the same, and so yeah. And if you did like a grape fat or like a Nazarite vow, you probably wouldn't use grape juice. You would probably use like an apple cider. And it's usually done with real wine, but that's what we do. And then they say if you do Passover perfectly, somehow Elijah will show up at your house. Okay, so here's kind of like the final result. Now, what is good with this, we make some cinnamon in, and we also poured a little grape juice in it, because you have to make like a paste with it. And then we have this. Now, she's a teenager. She thinks she is the queen of this, and she thinks that she knows everything. So we're just going to cover this up, because she cannot have that. Now, Then, and we can only start this at sundown. And then we're going to boil this egg. Now, what's really good about this egg is first we boil it, and then we have to kind of burn the egg shell, okay? So, as a symbol. So, all right, you keep to yourself. Don't you touch that. It's nummy nums. All right, there you go. All right, y'all have a good day. And we do like prayers throughout it too. I have like it's called the Hagdalah, and we do a prayer sheet with it, and I got one, and I don't know what I did with it, so I'll have to look for that. But yeah, we should be ready.